Hi folks, today it's a little bit rainy here in central Arkansas and it's a little bit cool. We've been running up to 95, 100 degrees, but today it's cool. It's been a couple of weeks since I rotated my compost pile, and today I'm going to dump out my little compost here and put it on the big compost pile and show you what I do here on the little White Rock Homestead about our composting. I got this little barrel thing off of Amazon a while back, and we put our leftovers and trimmings from the garden in here, and it's right out the back door, so it's handy. I'm going to dump it, take it out there to my big compost pile. It's been in here probably a month. I keep adding to it, so some of the veggies are not rotten yet. Yeah, that's heavy. Let's see if I can get anything else out of here. Maybe you can see in there that black leaf mold and garbage, and what did it do with my rake? There we go. Try to knock some more of this stuff loose in here. Okay, that's ready for another big batch of leaves and lots of garbage. Now let's go out here and dump this on the big pile. Okay, I'm up here with what I call my big compost pile. I keep it covered up with this ground cover to keep the coons and stuff out of it from eating up my worms. Got lots of worms in here. Good firewood. Maybe I'll burn some of that this winter. Reminds me, I got a dead tree I need to mark while I can identify it. I need to cut that thing down this winter sometime and let it dry. Okay, uncover. And Mr. Lizard under there. Back here you might notice my cattle panels. What have I still got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna build me a chicken coop out of them for my new barn velder chickens we got ordered. All right, I'm gonna turn this old compost over a little bit. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Look at that white rock. I'm telling you, they creep in everywhere. And that's why we call it the Little White Rock Homestead. There's all these wonderful rocks. I use them for lots of things, but they sure get in my way a lot too. Oh, that's looking good. That is going to be good for the garden. Put that on there maybe this fall, winter, spring, sometime. We're going to add this to our raised beds. Got a few limbs mixed in here, trying to see what they'll do. I'd like to see them. Oh, that's warm. That's wonderful. Means my compost pile's working. Put that limb down in there good. This might be a good time to add some of this fresh stuff from my little compost barrel. Oh, that's looking good. They say it needs air, so that's why we turn it every 2 or 3 weeks. I might ought to let it go a month before I turn it. I don't know how often you're supposed to turn it. I know I need some more green stuff to put in with these leaves and limbs and things. And our leftover veggie trimmings is just not enough green stuff. I hesitate to use my grass clippings because there's so many grass seeds mixed in with them. So I don't know if I should do that or not. I'd like to, but I'm afraid of those seeds sprouting all over my raised beds. Oh, there's a bunch of worms down there. Thank you, Lord, for worms. Rotating these white rocks, I'm telling you. They'll get in anything they can get in. That poor worm didn't help his feelings none. But he's burying back down in there. All right. Sometimes I add water. I might ought to add just a little bit. It's pretty moist. Okay. Got my water hose up here. Wet this down a little bit. Needs some moisture. Don't need much because it rained on it yesterday and it's drizzling a little today. Ah, that ought to do it. All right. Cover this thing back up. Keep the coons out because they'll just root around and make a mess out of it. Well, this looks like a likely spot as any. Rake up some of these dead leaves from last winter's shed. Put them in my barrel composter. Start another round of composting with the veggies and leftovers and things from our table, our cannon. Okay, let's see if we can fill up this little barrel and start another composting session with it. Surprising how these things will go down in a week or so and just become nearly nothing. I'll have to add some more to it. Depending on how it looks. I think there's a few veggies in here in our little box. Well, not many. But whatever we have, it goes in the compost. Ends off of squash and scraps from Brussels sprouts and leftover mint from iced tea last night. Everything goes in the compost. All right, this thing a spin or two. Mix it all up. Okay, that'll be good. We'll keep adding these little buckets of scraps from the table and veggies and trimmings from the garden until, I don't know, a few more leaves and such like. In 3 or 4 weeks, we'll dump it out on the big compost pile again. We appreciate you watching. Thank you for tuning in to the Little White Rock Homestead. We enjoy having you around here, keeping up with what's going on. We're enjoying gardening this year, watching lots of YouTubes on gardening and chickens and how to build chicken coops and stuff. It's kept us busy thinking, keeping our minds active. Planted a couple of bait alpha cucumbers, that's what they call them, yesterday in my newest self-watering pot. Let me show that to you before we quit. I put this pot together yesterday. Down in the bottom it's got a bunch of bottles and jugs and things with holes drilled in the bottom of the jug and 1/8-inch holes drilled in the top of the jug. And then I pile this super soil and perlite and peat moss mixture on top of those jars. I added water and filled it up to the hole. There's a hole around here where the water can escape. Maybe you can see it down there. About a 5/8 hole, I guess, I drilled. And it's the bottles all go just a couple of inches above that hole. And so any water that I might add in this pipe goes down there to keep it full up to that point. And that allows about 2 inches of airspace at the bottom for the plants. And I started these bait alpha cucumbers, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Been hardening them on the front porch. And I decided that's what I wanted to put in this new self-watering container. Got this idea for sewing the top off of a barrel from Leon out in Oklahoma, the garden center. He put out a YouTube on how to do it and seemed like it might be practical. So here we go. Still hadn't got any pumpkins growing. I got lots of male blooms, but no pumpkins. Okay. I guess that wraps it up for today. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll come again. If you enjoy what we're doing around the homestead here, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our little channel. Click the little bell icon so you'll get a reminder when we post a new video. And if you liked what I did today with the composting, click that like button, please. And don't forget, down in the description there'll be a link to one or several of Mary's latest songs that she sang. And I hope they'll be a blessing to you. Thank you for tuning in. Remember what the old prophet Nahum said, the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. and he knoweth them that trust in him. Thank you, and may God bless you.